James Wright Cars proudly presents this 2013 on a 13 Land Rover Range Rover. This is the 4.4 autobiography model. It's 100 from new, it's got a full service history, and it's done 72,000 miles from new. It's a car that has never been smoked in, and it's in extremely good condition. If I press the button there on the tailgate and press that one there, the whole lot will drop down and open up. You can see the rear parcel shelf's not in a hell of a mess there. It's not all worn out and damaged. And tipping it up there, we have a number of controls here for the electrically folding reclining seats. And there's a bag full of straps there, whatever they're for. Part of the additional equipment list includes this full-size spare wheel, which if I pull this back here, you can see is in very nice condition. That is a Continental tyre, which is in very good condition. And also it has that all-important locking wheel nut key. Closing the tailgate is a simple press of that one button and the whole lot will fold up and close itself. It has this contrast into silver roof here, which is not a vinyl wrap. This is an original factory job, and again the paintwork is unmarked, and it has this opening panoramic glass roof. Additionally, it has the side vents there, the gills in silver, which does set it off. That and the silver roof gives it a fantastic look, together with that Loire blue paintwork, which is one of those premium metallics. Panning in and out from the body down the side, you can see there are absolutely no trolley dents or marks, and if I run down the panel by panel, you'll see the paintwork finish is extremely impressive. Considering this car's done 72,000 miles, that is remarkable. And again, it's the same story down the driver's side. That mark there is just water, by the way. Where are we there? It's not damaged. There are no trolley dents on it at all. You can see it's very, very unmarked. There is a tiny little chip associated with the car, which is just there, which if you just catch it in the light, you can just see it's a little impression and it won't come out. It's very unmarked, very unchippy. Door mirrors are not battered, and looking at the windscreen, it's not chippy or marked particularly. It's extraordinarily clean. And running through to the other door mirror again, it's not all marked and scratched. Headlamps are nice and clear. This is the near side front alloy wheel, which is in brilliant condition. This is the offside rear wheel, again an unmarked alloy, beautiful condition. Again a matching tyre, tiny little bit of edging on the edge of the tyre. The flush fit glass, and of course this privacy glass and this high gloss finishing here. And if I press this button here on the doors, all the mirrors will fold in and the car will lock. And if I wish to regain access, simply put my hand in the handle and the whole car will open. They are soft closed doors, so if I just put it to there, it pulls itself in. And of course, being the autobiography model, it has these chrome surrounds to the door handles, which really does set it off. Internally, there is £1,500 worth of touchscreen rear DVD unit. It also has the remote control and 2 sets of headphones, which I shall show you. And these are they, both the wireless headphones, proper original Range Rover one. A little press of that button reveals the remote control. Looks like they've never been used, these things. A nice little touch is the word autobiography, which has been embossed into the rear seat there. Autobiography illuminates in all the thresholds, and the rear seats can be operated electrically from here. And looking at the passenger seat there, it can be moved forward by the rear passenger and motorised forward and backwards. Rear heating controls, here you have heated and cool seats in both the front and the rear, so the specification is enormous, and you can plug in some kind of like PlayStation 2 or something in there as well. So it has a 4-zone climate control. All 4 door cards are in this kind of condition. They've not had a hard life at all. And looking at the floors there, it has all these proper factory fitted overmats and the footlights as well. They're not all worn out and trashed. In fact, we have cleaned them, but they are in beautiful, beautiful condition. That includes the driver's one. On the driver's door card, you can see we have memory seats for both the front driver and the passenger. This is an opening section here. Mirrors that fold electrically into the body, of course, and it has a Meridian sound system, which is a premium sound system because it's autobiography. Now, one of the areas I'm sure you'd be very interested to know about is the driver's footwell. And if I lift this carpet set up here, you can see it is in first class condition. And as I've said before, the overmats are in brilliant condition, more illuminated autobiography decaling, and the threshold is not battered, and the edge of the body there, edge of the leather seats is very good. A little bit, a tiny bit of wear there, but you might expect that. You have the wooden and leather steering wheels, electric column here, paddle shift. I mean, the list goes on, it's absolutely enormous. Looking into the instrumentation clock, so you can see there's that 72,000 miles I've spoken about earlier on. And further down the steering wheel, we've got voice command. You can answer the telephone from that point, and also we have this radar-guided cruise control, so it measures the distance between you and the car in front and will slow you down. We also have a heated steering wheel. Dual-view television is a lovely feature to have on one of these cars. It's a bit more of a novelty, I suppose, than being more useful, but it's a very nice trick that it can do. So the passenger can watch television while the driver watches the satellite navigation. Returning to the home menu, we can show you that we have this parallel parking, which is another extra, so the driver would be required to find the particular parking space, and then the car will put itself into that. And if we go into extra features, we can go into cameras, for example, and there they all are, and we've got surround cameras all the way around. The piano black wood finish in the middle here is in beautiful condition. It's not been scratched or had a hard life, and it has the same all around here. It really has been treated like a Range Rover Autobiography should. And looking into the centre armrest, there is of course a fridge. Another nice touch. Actually, that's really useful. Photogrammetric rear view mirror, and looking above our heads there, you can see we have this full length glass panoramic sunroof with an electric blind. So I press the blind and it will motorise over the entire length of the glass roof. And whilst we're in this area as well, it has this Alston headline, which is like a leather finish, which is beautifully made, beautifully stitched. This may not come across too well, but on your device that you're watching this on, but the quality of the sound system is just to die for. It's absolutely stunning. Popping the car into reverse gear, of course, will reveal its reverse camera. Looking at some of the paperwork, etc., we have both remote keys there and a registration document here confirming the car has only had one owner. It's from Sevenoaks in Kent, and the car was registered on the 13th of December 2013 as a Range Rover Autobiography 4.4 estate car. It's 229 grams per kilometre, so it's about 550 pound a year to tax. That is an old registration document. It used to be on a very nice 4-digit private plate, but he's had the car from new, so he will have paid probably, I don't know, £97,000 according to this, because we have the HPI report showing the car built, HPI checked and clear, confirms it's a one owner from new car. And in terms of its additional specification, it has £4,130 worth of spec over and above the standard Autobiography, namely the 22-inch alloys, the rear entertainment systems with the touchscreen remote control, the parallel parking, the privacy glass, the full-size spare wheel, the bright pedals, and the extra large additional screen washer bottle. That was 30 quid. And we can also say it has been on that private registration number, but it is all off that now, and the car is HPI checked and clear. We have a Topics vehicle summary here showing the specification of the car. This includes the standard spec plus additionally the extras, and it goes on. It's far too long to go through with you now. We've got a load of invoices because these Range Rovers in the latter day are not, they don't have one of those fancy little books you put the stamps into. It's all held digitally online. But going through the paperwork, I can tell you it's had a service at 9,500 by Land Rover. It's all been done at Land Rover that we have here, and we also have another one done at 10,500 miles, and beyond that we are going on, that's an old MOT, to one that was done at 31,000 miles, and then again at 38,000 miles, and the last one we have is at 42,000 miles. We also have this, but I'm interrupting myself, a Teletrack Navman, so it obviously does have a tracker in it, so you could have that reinstated, and that should hopefully bring down your insurance costs. And the last invoice from Land Rover we have is at 42,298, and that was in December 2016. Now we are missing one service invoice. Now it's probably been done outside Land Rover because as the car's got older he's decided not to do that. We currently don't have that, although we are chasing it, and the car has just had a service now at the end of 2018. So we may be missing just one service, but I don't think that really overly matters. It definitely has been serviced because we can tell through our scan tool when it was last done, and it was done roughly a year ago. But the condition of the car is astonishing. Let's go and have a look and see what it's like on the road. Underway, the car is magnificent, it's majestic, it is powerful, it's able, it's capable. I have to say to you, the 4.4 litre engine is the daddy. It's everything you would expect from a car such as this, and this one with its 4 very nice new tyres on the car drives particularly well. That 4.4 litre diesel unit mates into that 8-speed automatic gearbox. It is every bit as good under here as you would hope, and it drives exactly that way too. Now, you can get me on this telephone number running across the bottom of the screen here. We're also at Facebook at James Wright Cars. We got on Instagram these days at James Wright Cars. We can take a part exchange. We can also get you finance as well, so don't hesitate to come down and see it and drive it. Apologies for this video being filmed indoors today, but with the weather being as it is outside, it was an absolute must. It was a blowing a gale and throwing it down. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.